help me out of the car or get my lunch tray. It's almost like he's trying to be the perfect guy.
Victory lies ahead.
Rosalind offers, rising from her seat. Sadie laughs, rolling out of bed. She grabs a ruffled towel off her computer chair, giving it a quick sniff test before shrugging and tossing it over her shoulder. What could you possibly do to scare him off? Rosalind grins. You never know. She slips out into the hallway as soon as Sadie disappears into her bathroom. She turns and bumps straight into Nikolai. Do you mind? He mutters as he bounces back against the wall. He tries to move away, but Rosalind's hand lashes out, clamping tightly around his forearm. Nikolai flinches at her warm touch, but says nothing. Rosalind can feel his anger radiating off him.
Baladash Malanore.
She growls in her native
Remember the sun well.
Ah, there you are, Nikolai. I was beginning to wonder if you were up as well. Rosalind instantly releases his arm as Sadie's father exits his room at the end of the hall. Morning, Rose. It seems I have you to thank for my family's early rising. Mr. Hughes
Choose wisely.
plodding past them in his striped PJs and slippers. He
Be ready for anything. I have one-of-a-kind items.
Small world, eh? Rosalind smiles as he disappears down the stairs. She turns her attention back to Nikolai. He meets her icy glare head on. No backing down. Rosalind's lip curls into a snarl. Her mind explodes with imaginary red warning flags. Nikolai is far more than he appears. Certainly not a typical school.
Remember the sun well.
Leave Sadie alone. Or what? Nikolai challenges. You'll kill me? Don't tempt me. Rosalind's face clouds with anger. You know I can. In fact, I think I would rather enjoy it. I don't doubt that, but I doubt you would do it here with witnesses. Nikolai's smirk tightens as he takes a step toward her. I'm not afraid of you. No? Her lips.
Our enemies will fall.
Everything has a price.
Positioning herself an inch from Nikolai's nose. His eyes widen, but he holds his ground. Rosalind pauses, taking in his strong stance, the muscles rippling under his shirt. Who are you?
I don't have enough
I'm
money.
the girl to detectives, he says, grinding the words out through clenched teeth. Rosalind blinks, surprised. You think I want to hurt my friend?
The reckoning
Nikolai's
is at
jaw
hand.
clenches as he nods. She blows out a breath, easing back onto the pads of her feet. So that's what this whole stalker mode is about. You may think you know me, but you don't.
Enubilore Delana.
Rosalind says, leaning back against the wall to put space between
Remember
them.
the sun
I give you
well.
my word. I would never lay a finger on Sadie. Your word means nothing to me. Nikolai growls. I will be watching you. He turns and steps back into his room, slamming the door in Rosalind's face. She snaps.
Glory to the Sindori.
Fear tickles her spine. Just how much does Nikolai know about her? Deciding there is nothing she can do about it, Rosalind slips back down the stairs. Noticing William is still slouched in front of the TV, Rosalind decides to join him. Budge up. He straightens, allowing her some room. What are you watching? Phineas and Ferb. The show's awesome. Rosalind watches for a few minutes, amused by the platypus that is a pet by day and secret agent by night. Creative. No kidding. William nods, eyes glued to the screen. It's brilliant. Do you watch children's shows often? She fights to conceal her amusement. William switches off the TV and retracts his legs from the armrest. Hey, I know what you're thinking. What's a genius like me doing watching a show like that? Well, let me tell you, Missy. Brainiacs need a break too, you know? Rosalind giggles as William thrusts his thumb into his chest. I see. Wow, I didn't realize I was in the presence of greatness. William nods solemnly. And don't you forget it. Is he trying to hit on you again? Sadie calls as she bounces down the stairs. Her usual spiked collar has been replaced by a dog choke chain. It clangs loudly as she lands on the ground floor. She wears jeans 2 sizes too big, drooped at the waist, and a Pink Floyd t-shirt. Oh, not again. William groans. Aren't you done with this phase yet? Nope. I'm still exercising my civil rights. Rosalind grins, protesting the school dress code on the weekends too. You bet, Sadie nods, slinging herself into the armchair. Someone has to make a statement. Well, I'd say you're covering that for the entire school, Mrs. Hughes says, as she carries in a plate of freshly baked biscuits into the living room. Hungry, Rose? Yes, ma'am, I forgot to eat this morning. No kidding, it's like 5 a.m., Sadie groans, shielding her eyes from the bright sunshine streaming in through the bay window nearby. Oh, stop being such a sourpuss, William cries, tossing a pillow at his sister. It's at least 7 a.m. It's a tragedy. That's what it is, Sadie says mournfully. I never get out of bed before 10 a.m. on a Saturday. Rosalind's brow furrows, thinking over her words. Then why are you awake so early? Obviously, Sadie and William were awake.
The dark times will pass.
A mischievous grin spreads across Sadie's face. She glances over at William with a conspiratorial gleam in her eye.
I can't afford
Rosalind
that.
stares at the siblings with increasing suspicion.
Salama
All
Ashalom.
right. What's going on? Chapter 10. How could you say yes without even asking me? Rosalind cries, leaping to her feet.
Our enemies will
When
fall.
Gabriel stopped by
Victory
Sadie's house,
lies
he
ahead.
invite them to a party at his house.
Death to all who oppose us.
Rosalind leaps through feelings of betrayal and straight into panic. This is the complete opposite of avoiding him. I thought you'd be happy. Sadie's grin phases into a frown. You sure seemed to enjoy talking to him last weekend. Yes, talking is fine, Rosalind agrees hesitantly. Sadie scans her growing blush. But he wants more, doesn't he? William jerks upright, suddenly very interested in our conversation. Rosalind tries to appear as if her shrug is innocent. He asked if I had plans. That's all. So what stopped you? Sadie asks, leaning forward. Besides you mean? William snorts. His face takes the brunt of Sadie's couch pillow.
The eternal sun guides us.
Dozens of reasons flood Rosalind's mind.
Time is
Like
of
the
the
fact that she's
essence.
an immortal with a husband who has a vicious jealous streak and will happily rip Gabriel's limbs from his body. Or because Gabriel is immortal and totally unsuited for her life. Or that simply by being around him, she gets all warm and mushy and her predatory senses are shot to pieces. Or maybe it's that she can't even figure out why she is so drawn to him. This fact alone is enough to make her want to run and hide.
I can't trade that.
Rosalind stares pointedly at Sadie, choosing the only excuse that won't make her sound like a lunatic. He has a girlfriend, and that is where I draw the line. William grins triumphantly, but Rosalind ignores him. His enthusiasm over her decision makes her groan inwardly. Although she has given him no reason to hope for a relationship, apparently those dreams are still burning strong. It's just a party, Rose, Sadie says, throwing up her hands. I'm not asking you to marry the guy. Unable to remain seated any longer, Rosalind rises to pace the room. She hates how unsettled Gabriel makes her feel. Just thinking about him is bad enough. But after
Anu
a while,
Belore de la Na.
she's afraid she will jump him the instant she sees him. What if you went with a date? Sadie suggests, breaking into Rosalind's thoughts. That way you wouldn't be
Remember
tempted to
the
break your
sun.
moral code. A date? Rosalind laughs. Where could I find a date on such short notice? William trips over his own feet, trying to stand. His arm shoots straight into the air. Me? I'm free. Definitely need to discourage this, she sighs inwardly. Thank you, William, but I will be fine. Are you sure? He asks, his face drooping with disappointment. Definitely. William is cute, no doubt about that, but he needs to take a hint. His brother vibes wriggling all over him. Rosalind turns on Sadie, still trying to find a loophole to get herself out of the party. I thought you hated the in-crowd. What is with the
That's still
that look, Sadie pleads. I know what you're thinking, and yes, you're right. Partying with snobs isn't exactly my scene anymore. But it's the first time since freshman year that I gotta go, Rose. I don't know. Rosalind chews on her lip. Sadie buries her head in a pillow.
I don't have a target.
He rolls his eyes. I don't see what the big deal is, Sadie. She doesn't want to go. So, she shouldn't. We can chill out here or something. We can rent a couple movies, pop some corn, and snuggle. He raises his eyebrows suggestively. Rosalind laughs at Sadie's Satan, there will be girls there. Girls! William cuts a glance over
I need
at
a target.
Rosalind. He shrugs. I'm good here. Unbelievable! Sadie cries out, thrusting herself back into the couch cushions. All I'm asking for is one night of teenage bliss. You two hate me. Oh, don't be like that, William says. No, she's right. Rosalind lets out an exaggerated sigh. She cannot fault Sadie for wanting one night to fit in. But that doesn't mean she thinks it's a good idea. Don't forget that you have spent 4 years rebelling against these people. I hate to think you would give all of that up just for one stupid party. Sadie's upper lip tucks behind her lower lip, creating a pathetically endearing pout. You think I don't know that I will still be the leper of the party? I do. I get it. But I still want to go. Can't you give me just one night to live out my delusions? Rosalind drapes her arm over Sadie's shoulder. According to your own advice, the crowd is just a bunch of miserable drug addicts, alcoholics, and sluts. You really want to be like them? Well, now that you mention it, Sadie trails off.
Glory to the Sindori.
Rosalind laughs. You are shameless. And proud of it, Sadie crows, not looking the least bit contrite. So, what do you say? Are you in on this too? Rosalind glances over at William.
We will persevere.
The rejection lingers.
Time
Shrugs
is of
before
the
stuffing another biscuit into his mouth. Yeah, it could be good.
The dark times will
I
pass.
don't have anything to wear, Rosalind protests, knowing it's such a pathetic excuse that Sadie will shoot holes through it in an instant.
The eternal sun guides us.
William jumps first. No problem. Sadie has a load of clothes.
Shirella on.
I'm sure she has something that will fit you. Rosalind's gaze darts towards Sadie, not wanting to be rude. Sadie giggles. I don't always dress like this, you know. I do own some normal clothes. I didn't say a word. Rosalind holds up her hands in mock surrender. You didn't have to, William chuckles. Why don't we pick you up after dinner? That should give you about an hour before the party starts to get ready. Like that's gonna be enough time, Sadie scoffs, grinning conspiratorially at Rosalind as she ushers her friend toward the front door. Chapter 11. Sexy, Sadie says, grinning as Rosalind hesitantly steps out from behind the bathroom door. She walks lightly, careful not to twist an ankle on the mountains of clothes that have been carelessly discarded around the room. Rosalind smooths her hands along the tight, black, strapless dress. It hugs her figure with perfection. For the first time since she became an immortal, she feels overly self-conscious about her looks. You're sure about this? It seems a bit over the top. Sadie's smaller stature means every outfit Rosalind tries on is a tad too short. This little black number is no exception. The dress falls along the upper portion of her thighs, revealing far more than she would have preferred. Oh, yeah, Sadie.
Glory to the Sindori.
Enthusiastic thumbs up. Gabriel will
Shirella run.
love
State your business.
Sadie shrieks and shoves
Keep
her
your
hand
wits
away.
about you.
Don't you dare, she commands. Why not? Rosalind tries to use her arms to cover her slender waist. The tight boning is beginning to dig into her side. Not that she can't handle it. She has worn dresses much tighter and heavier than this, but that was a long time ago. In Rosalind's opinion, the invention of the jeans and t-shirt look was the best thing since electricity. Sadie shoves Rosalind in front of the mirror. Because you look freaking amazing.
I don't have a target.
That letting someone slip up the stairs unnoticed. The concern over the dress has made her lose her edge. She has to find a way to stop thinking.
I can't cast it again. I need to go get something first.
Checking for the third time in 10 minutes. Sadie throws a hiking boot at the door. Go away! We're not done! Rosalind smirks as William lumbers.
That still recharges. I don't have a target.
She can sympathize. They have been playing dress up for nearly 2 hours now.